New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins. In our second Sweet 16 show, Chris Parkinson is ready to take on Brandon Marks. And then in Game 2, newcomer Bob Whitcomb is gearing up to take on Johnny Blais. Now let's roll with Richie Myrick, Dave Chestercole, and your host, Jay Horrigan.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. We're here with another Sweet 16 match. Brandon Marks versus Chris Parkinson. Chris, welcome back.
Thank you.
How have you been? Have you been bowling recently?
I've been bowling pretty good.
Yep. Feeling comfortable? Because you bowl here, don't you?
Yes, it's my home house.
Awesome. Have you ever bowled against Brandon?
Yes, I have.
And once. How'd that go?
Well, I won, but he's up for redemption this time, so.
Ooh, okay. Okay, Brandon, welcome. We saw you a little less than a year ago. How have you been bowling?
Pretty good. I haven't bowled this summer, but here and there I feel pretty good.
Okay. And you bowled against Chris once before?
Yep.
Okay. And you are up for redemption, is that true?
I hope so.
Willing to do anything for the win?
Absolutely.
Excellent. That's what we like hearing on New England Candlepins. So we're going to get back to this redemption match in just a moment. All right. We are back here at New England Candlepins.
Okay.
Dave Chestercole, Richie Myrick, and a voice of 1,000 people.
Just in your head, Jay?
No, that was my head. Richie,
all right, then.
During our break there, Richie was doing some impersonations.
Oh, you're referring to Richie, yes.
Yes,
yes, Richie is
I had no idea what he was
does have a
talking
lot of impersonations.
Impressions? He does make an impression, I'll tell you that. First up in this match is Chris Parkinson on lane 1. Go ahead, Chris. Good luck. He'll go up here against Brandon Marks.
That he will.
That's kind of why I said it.
Starts off with Richie Myrick and I's favorite leave that Forster.
That is not my favorite leave, DC.
Yeah, you're right. It's not mine either. Oh, it's going to play it outside. Nearly makes it. Just has the 4, 7, 8 left for the $10.
Chris has been on our show before. He's has a career 3-3 record. Starts with an 8-box there. He's averaging a 120 on the show. He's a 118 out of Ryan's. This is his home establishment. His high single's a 172. His high triple is a 433. On lane 2 now. It's off to the left, but he's got a favorable leave. He's got the 1, 3, and 7. Wood in front of the 7. There's also wood in between the 1 and the 3, which could be problematic.
Could be more difficult to carry the 3-pin. Oh, well, he finds the space between the head pin and the wood on the left.
Which I kind of feel you should get points for that, because that space was very small.
I'm not touching that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
good talking.
And everything but the 7. All right, then. So a modest 17 through first 2 frames for Chris. Now we got Brandon. All he does is mocks. But this.
That's good.
He's been on our show 3 times.
Wow, even gets himself with a bottom tis.
That's right, because it really wasn't that funny.
You really milled in the bottom
1 and
tis,
2
too.
record. Currently averages 119, has a high single of 209, and a high triple of 386.
386?
That's what he wrote. With a 209, that's totally not true.
That's a tough second, too, man, I'll tell you.
I've seen him throw 400s before, so I don't know what the heck that's all about.
Wait a second.
It might be 486. He might have just had a lapse in thought.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising here. He's got a very different approach. Short approach.
It's short and sweet.
Yeah.
You know, just enough
to get it
motion
done.
to get the job done.
Yeah.
Starts with a 10 box.
That's a good 10 out of that. Takes an early 2-pin lead. For the show, he averages just a 107, and his opponents have been averaging about a 108. So he's been in some tough grinds. Oh, good-looking ball there. Drops everything but the 7-pin. Piece of wood creeping. Nope, it's going to stay where it is.
Nice break to get the 5 a little bit late there.
I just saw him make this pin in warm-up. Will he do it for real? And he's faced it.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. So great start for Brandon. 3-pin lead with a ball coming. So Chris has some work to do. Plenty of time, though. Only the 3rd frame. Good-looking ball, right? Heavy in the pocket.
Well,
It's a little bit of a splash.
A little bit of a splash and a little bit of a break, too.
Yep.
I think there's a little space in between those 2 pieces of wood on the right side. If he goes on right on the 10-pin, I think he can spin it over.
Yep.
What a shot.
He goes.
Wow.
I think he hit it almost right where they met, and he makes it. That was a good read.
So Chris following up a spare by Brandon Marks. Gets one of his own.
Oh, good-looking break.
6-10. There is wood involved, but probably not something you want to investigate there. You just want to go right by it if you can.
Yeah, this is a tricky one.
Goes right by it and cherries it. Oh, it's a bummer.
Sometimes that happens. You want to get by that front piece of wood mess. But he's going to get a 10.
Yes, he is.
Attaboy. So good response from Chris.
Now up to
Puts,
45 through 4.
Says, all right, Brandon, I see your mark in the 2nd, and I call with one of my own. So Brandon, he's currently up 3, but he's got a ball coming. Little light in the pocket. Gets out. Kind of gets a bad break. Only gets 4.
Yeah, and the piece of wood that's sitting there on the left-hand side, I think might actually be the head pin. That's just kind of a
Yeah, I think it is. I think he hit it so light.
little dead hit.
Then another little bad break.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough 8-box. Assuming he gets one.
I think he will. I think he'll play the wood there and try to get. Yep, and he does.
So he does indeed get the 8. So that puts him at 32. So he's only chasing 13.
3 through completed frames. 13 through
Right, opposite the full
opposite.
fourth.
Yeah.
And there is no mark on board, so a mark here would
Ideally,
be
we
a
lead
good
here.
spot.
All right. Well, they're still dancing.
That's going to go.
Does get the 7 to go. Will he get that 10-pin to go? I think. Ooh. What a
right in
tease.
front of it.
Well, ideally, the 10-pin's an afterthought here. You inside, outside. The 10-pin goes. It's going to go.
Right, you're just shooting at the 2 pins right here.
Looks good. Oh,
Chopped
not
a little
able to
bit.
get the 10-pin to go.
Nice bid on it.
Wants to pin, keep it at 3. Still a long way to go. Looks good.
That's good bowling from
Good
Brando.
bowling from both bowlers so far.
Yep.
42 for Brandon Marks, 45 for Chris Parkinson, stepping up on lane 1. I got a feeling the entire ladder is going to be like this. I mean, we've seen a couple of exceptions, or we will anyway, but...
Oh, he gets a 5 to go. That's a big break.
This is a 1 versus 16 match, and we've got it's within 3 pins through 4 frames. It's just, that's how it's going to be, I think. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And he makes it.
Nice clean 2-pinner for Chris Parkinson.
Chris, I believe, bowls out of this house, so
Indeed
he
does.
knows it well.
Yep. Second mark of the match.
I
for
actually
Chris.
used to bowl with him way back in the day at Fico's as well.
A lot of those Fecals bowlers ended up here, didn't they, DC?
Yes, they did. Another good ball right in the pocket. Still dancing around. All right, well, he leaves 8. Well, he drops 8. Leaves the 2-5 piece of wood.
An interesting two-pinner you don't see too often.
Yeah.
Nothing
Can he
but
convert?
something to do.
And he does.
Beautiful.
So Chris is dialed in.
It's an excellent 2 frames out of Chris Parkinson. That's going to put him at 73 in a ball through 6. And with those 2 marks and the 3-pin advantage,
Yeah, it's gonna. Brandon's gonna have to respond here.
Yep.
It's gonna
need at least 1 to stay within range.
stay within range. That's all you want to do until the end there. Oh, it leaves my favorite leave.
It is yours. It's the 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and yes, it's as much of a nightmare as it sounds.
It's pretty when it goes though.
Sure is.
Little high on it. One more turn to the right, he probably would have made it. All right, wants to get 2 here. Just take your medicine, move on. Roll a better ball the next one, right? That's what we always say.
51. So he's chasing 12.
That's not bad though. You can do that.
It could be much worse. So
Yep.
Especially in this game, single string, a 6 box, you know, opens up everything, you know. 7 box, you gain a lot back just right there. Wants to get 1 here. Wants a good ball right in the pocket.
good looking ball.
Oh,
A little tight on
Gets
the
a-
1, 2, but
yeah.
unlucky. Leaving the 5, 6, 7, and 10 with the impossible wood on the right-hand side. He basically almost has to miss the wood and snap it across the wall.
nice and low on it. Finds the hole.
Had the right idea. Has to get 2 here to keep it at 20.
And he does.
Good job.
All right.
So through 6 frames, Chris Parkinson has a 14-pin lead and is working on a spare here.
My mistake. 14. Yep.
Well, it's not a great lead, but it's a decent break considering he's on a fill. He does get 5 in it.
The wood behind the 3-pin is going to help carry the 5 if he gets
Yeah.
to the 1-3.
And he does. So he capitalizes on that break. Makes it.
3 marks in a row.
That's a big one. That is a big one.
Really going to turn the heat up on poor Brandon there. Good looking ball.
Beautiful ball.
How'd
All right,
that
another good looking
slide
spare
in?
lead.
Just slid in between those 2 pins.
Looking for 4 marks in a row. 5 in the last 6 frames.
6-10.
6-10. That a boy, Jay.
Thank you.
Atta
All
boy.
right.
And he makes
Another
it.
spare.
Jay Horgan with a dynamite drop in, I'll tell you.
Thank you. What did that take?
Wow.
5 years?
Oh, it's more than that.
7 years?
All right, so Brandon's gotta respond here. He's gonna have to answer these 2 marks with 2 of his own.
Parkinson with 106 through 8.
There he goes. There,
Got to start
finally gets a break.
somewhere, and that 5's going to fall.
There he
Leave a
goes.
favorable leave, 10-pin, and it looks like wired wood.
He's got some, yeah, it looks like he's got one interesting piece of wood to the right there, but
I think there's a second piece, DC. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure he's okay.
hard to tell from our angle. And he makes it, so you were right. All right, so Brandon
Got to start somewhere.
mounting the charge here.
Down 27. Mark right here. He's still within a couple.
Yeah, throws a strike. He gains 2 already. Good looking ball. Oh, give him a break.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's absolutely
just
brutal.
That's brutal. It's
about
the second time he's
How
on a
about the
fill.
2-5 in the back row?
Just kisses the head pin, only gets, 3, 4.
Why not make it?
Oh, why not?
Why not?
Why not? What are you still standing for?
I have never seen that shot made without any wood. That would have been a first.
$10 for good measure.
So 23. He's going to need to fade a fill and throw a double. It's a tough way to go. Well,
Well, just 5.
Fader to Phil. We'll see what Chris does here.
Mm-hmm.
Throws a mark here. It's going to basically put it out of reach.
Oh,
Yeah. $10 here doesn't hurt. And he does.
yeah.
He's got 121 through 9. The best Brandon can do if he marks out is a 143. So
Right, so the 5 fill keeps it within a double. But if Chris makes this mark, that's all she wrote. 4 horsemen to the left side, the 1, 2, 4, 7. No wood.
no, just by.
Yeah.
So the door is still open for Brando. Can he do it? I've seen him throw doubles and triples in the final frames before. And a 10 for Chris. A great string for Chris. 131.
And this is our 116, right?
Yep.
Or 16-1. 16 seed in the lead here. Finishes with a 131.
Brandon does need a double, but he doesn't need it yet. He has to get at least a mark here to stay alive.
Ooh, just off. Leaves the 1, 2, 8, 9.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a good one. That wood's not really a helper to carry those 2 back ones.
Oh, he's got it.
What a shot.
Great shot for Brando, so he's still alive.
Snuck right off that left sidewall and tripped the 8 to the right.
Still alive, Brando.
Now,
Just to pound the pocket here and
he requires
see
a
what he
double.
gets.
1 strike here to stay alive.
Oh, he's
Does
going
he
to
do
go.
it?
How go? That thing's got to go. Somebody blow.
If it trips in the gutter, it could trip it.
Oh,
Nearly
what a
tickles it over.
tease. What a great run at it. How did that thing not go? And he makes that for good measure,
Of
though.
course he does.
Couple
Of course.
bad breaks on his fill. He hit the pocket.
Boy,
he just
that was-
only got
that was
4 and
close.
4 twice.
That asked about 2, 3 questions to see if that 7 pin would go.
See if he can rip the rack here.
That's
little extra mustard
a
on it.
game effort, though. That was a really good ball after a clutch shot
yeah.
in the 10th to even give himself a chance at that. That was excellent bowling. Great match by both of our bowlers.
Indeed.
So Marks ends up at 116, falling to Chris Parkinson's 131, and the 16th seed advances here. So we will talk to our bowlers in just a moment. All right, we're back here with our bowlers after that match. First of all, Brandon, Chris was bowling very well.
Yeah, he threw a great ball, made some nice spares, kept the pressure on the whole time. Yeah, he bowled great.
You had a couple of breaks not go your way. Just you seemed to hit the pins the right way. They just weren't falling.
Yeah, that's Candlepin for you. You know, that's why the game is so tough, and that's what keeps us coming back. You know, you can be on the object pin, but you have to throw a better ball than that.
Absolutely. Well, for your efforts, $80. Congratulations. We appreciate it.
Thank you so
Good
much.
job. Chris, 16 seed, beating the number 1.
You never know. You know, I was underdog coming in, and you know, it's luck of the draw. You know.
And that's how this series goes all the time. It seems more times than not we have the lower seed advancing over the higher seed.
Yeah, I've seen that, you know, in the tapings and stuff, but usually, you know, you could be number 1, you know, and lose, or you could be number 16 and lose. You just never know in this game.
Absolutely. You bowled well. You had, I think, 5 marks, so you had the pressure on Brandon all the time.
Yeah, I got to put the pressure on him. You know, he's top dog. You know, you got to keep the pressure on the top dog, and that's what I did. So.
There you go. Well, congratulations. You move on, and we'll be back to bring you our next match to see who Chris plays. And we're back here at New England Candlepins. First of all, Johnny Blais, welcome back. How's it been?
It's been great. Been fun time bowling. I'm still bowling duck pin and candlepin at the same time, having a blast.
So keeping busy.
Yes, every weekend if there's a tournament, I try to get out.
That's great. And have you been bowling well?
Yes, I've had my ups and downs. I think every bowler has their ups and downs, but for the most part, the last year, very well.
Excellent, excellent. You're going to take on newcomer here, Bob Whitcomb. Bob, this is the first time on our show, so congratulations.
Great to be here.
Have you bowled against John before?
Not heads up, but in tournaments before I bowled against John. Actually, we bowled together at a tournament last year, actually. Three teams, yeah.
Oh, great, great. So how have you been bowling?
I've been bowling pretty well.
Yeah, you keeping busy?
I am keeping busy. You know, got out there once, twice a week, throw and see what happens.
Good. Do you dislike John at all?
He could be, a little ornery here and there, but
That's what we like,
though. Absolutely.
All right, we're going to get ready for this throwdown in just a moment. We'll be back with it. Welcome back to our second match between Johnny Blais and Bob Whitcomb. Up first is Johnny Blais.
Johnny Blais.
Go get him, Johnny.
Our defending champion. He's facing a legend, Bobby Whitcomb, who is also a first-time person on our show. First-time opponent appearance. Fix that for me, Richie, will you?
Yeah, we'll
bring that in a little better.
All right, yeah, okay. Here's Johnny Blais. There, is that better?
Okay.
Johnny off to the left side of the head pin. Has the 1, 3, 6, and 8.
Hit that solidly.
Yeah, it sounded like you broke the darn thing.
Yeah, if that 8-pin had feelings.
Oh.
And a 9-box.
So Blais leads by 9.
Alriady then.
That's good scorekeeping there, Richie.
Well, now he's up 15, boys. I don't know what score you're looking at. Got the 1, 3, 7, 10 piece of wood. Right where the 5-pin used to be that actually could help if he just plays the inside of the 1, 3 like he is.
Oh! Wow.
Everything but the corner 10. Stone cold 10 as well. Didn't even wiggle.
It's a hologram.
So it'll be just
it's a 9-box.
So it ends up 9.
So he'll have 18 through 2.
0 on that last shot.
Yep, ball clipped the wood in the gutter.
Yeah.
And took out the pin, therefore it does not count.
And that brings up Bob Whitcomb.
There you go.
Bobby Whitcomb throws a very smooth, slow, deliberate ball. Not a lot of wasted motion.
Bobby Witt, as we like to call him, is a world champion.
Yes, he is.
He's 122 average out of Union Street.
That's a monster average out of there.
It's a tough joint, and his high single's a 208, just a pedestrian 208. And his high triple is just a ho-hum 497. 497. Serious?
That's this many.
That's a lot of fingers, dude. That's a lot of those.
Bobby off to a good start.
We might have to scrub that, too. I don't know if we're going to be able to work with that one. So Bobby Witt starts with 9 and another, and it will be another.
Oh, look at this ball.
It's a big-time ball, 4-7 straight up. And as you might imagine, Bobby's actually an accomplished duck pin bowler.
I actually did not know that.
From what I've understood, he's only competed in a few events, but he's done very well. And you can tell by his deliberate approach that you would think that he's got the nice technique that would,
translate.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
I know
Phil Clough does.
I don't offer a lot here.
The brain was buffering for a second.
Thank you.
And yes, Phil Clough as well, a fantastic duck pin bowler. And here's another one as well. Johnny Blais bowls duck pin too. So a lot of candlepin bowlers are infiltrating the duck pin community.
We're taking over.
Taking over. All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to give it a go. I'll go.
What is it? A hostile takeover? Is that the
No,
corporate
I think
term?
we all shake hands, but then we take their money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
then we sell them and convert them all to Candlepins.
Sure, that's right.
Look at this shot.
And a shot by
yeah.
Johnny Blais blows out the 1-2-7-8 like nothing. What was it doing there in the first place? And that's a timely mark, chasing 10 pins against 2 marks early. And he knows what he's in for.
Oh, yes. Good looking ball there.
Big time ball.
Oh,
Big time
yeah.
ball.
Breaks
Trips.
up the 2 pins on the left, leaves just the 3-6.
Yep, tripped that 4 pin just forward, so now he's just got the 2 or the 3 and the 6. Yep.
I know when the brackets came out, I looked up at this matchup and I was like, wow, this is a juicy matchup. Can't wait to see this one.
Of course, it's an 8-9 matchup, and as we've seen, it really
And he
doesn't
makes
matter.
it. He's disappointed with himself, but that's actually not a bad miss. When you got that cap right in front there, you got a whole bunch of extra room to make the shot. You kind of almost instinctively go there.
Give yourself an option, and that's a big time 28 right there. See what Bobby Witt does on this fill.
He's on a spare. Oh, strike!
So the bowlers have bowled 7 frames, and we've got 5 marks.
These guys are good, Jay.
Told you this was a juicy matchup.
The entire bracket is a juicy matchup. This is only going to get better as we go.
That is true. Very well said, Rich. Oh, this is. Oh wow, that thing just snuck by the head pin at the last minute. But he's got a good look at the 4 horsemen.
He got
here.
a real good break there. Do you see that? Was the Caleri, but that 9 pin fell in between the 2 and the 4. Now he's just got a 2 pinner to make for this 4 horseman.
Or the picket fence, as I like to call it.
You say whatever you want, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
don't worry, your lunch is coming from a pharmacy today.
Wow.
Oh, nearly gets the 7 to go.
Jumped over.
Almost got it.
Took the 4, but not the 7.
So that'll be the first frame that Whitcomb doesn't mark in.
And a 10.
You
Still
can be
end up with a
sure
10.
Sure as can be that he's going to get that 10. I'll tell you, you see some smooth bowlers, and you just can't say enough about Bobby Witt. They're just the absolute silk on the lanes. Never overthrows a ball.
That's enough.
Thanks, Jay.
I guess you can say that.
Oh, no.
Tough
That's
break.
not the ball he wanted.
No.
Come on, Jay.
No.
Art appreciates art, okay?
Yes. Well,
Just like I appreciate your commentary.
you.
Or lack thereof.
That's awesome.
Blais leaves the high-low jack for a
We
10.
did miss you last taping.
I'm
We really
not,
did.
I'm not sure you did.
I did.
Well, yeah, we really didn't have anybody to make fun of.
DC,
Thank you.
yeah, DC and I were running out of content, but
Yeah.
we pushed through.
Oh,
All right, tough
All
7.
right.
Tough 7 for Blais. So he's at 56 through 5.
correct.
Well, not the end of the world. Throw one right here. It's a good
All
start
right.
for one.
Yep. Check mark right. Piece of wood to help cover the 10 pin.
Always like that piece in the back. Helps to carry the deep pin.
And he got
Nice
it.
job.
Excellent shot. Timely shot.
Needed that one. So Bobby Witt, 67 through 4 frames with a pretty good, comfortable lead here. His opposite is 7 box and a spare, so like to keep pace at the very least. Oh,
That's the spread eagle, gentlemen.
the Eagles are coming, Jay.
Yeah.
You know that sound.
Thank you.
DC, which side do you like to play on the second ball of a spread eagle?
Depends on how I feel.
Cool.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
Somehow that
How I
doesn't
feel like the
surprise
ball's
me
late,
with
might be moving on the lane, or am I dialed into the 2 pin? Then I'll play the 2 pin. If I feel like I'm more dialed into the 3 pin, I'll play the 3 pin. And then he makes a pro 10, that's for sure.
Very good 10. You know, it doesn't surprise me that you say that, and I actually couldn't agree with you more. I'm usually right-hand side, but hey, if I've got that 2 pin pegged,
Yeah,
I'll cut you over either way.
exactly.
Well, I mean, maybe. Whitcomb on lane 2. Here in the 60s, opposite of Mark. Coming off the spread eagle with a good 10. He does drop 7 off to the left. He's got the 1-3-6. No help. Piece of wood in the gutter. Shouldn't be a factor. He's going to make it nice and clean if he likes.
Should make it. I get a feeling.
Oh, just wide left.
All right, well. Johnny Blais will gain some ground on his fill ball.
Big time pins here, too.
Mm-hmm. Wants at least 2. And he gets all 3 for good measure.
Keeps it clean.
Great bowling from Bobby Witt.
Yep, good stuff. He's up 21. That'll bring up Johnny Blais on the mark. And this kid throws hammers like it's nobody's business. I wouldn't be surprised to see it down to 11 after this ball.
Right in the pocket.
Wow.
Wants that 10 pin to go.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna. So that wood creeps back up closer and closer to the 2 pin. Now it's gonna stay right where it is.
This is a TV shot if you've ever seen one.
Inside 2 pin, probably.
You betcha.
Oh! He almost sends it.
Dog over.
And a $10.
Good 10.
And a boy.
Keeping himself in the mix.
Yeah.
And boy, what a bid on that as well.
Agreed.
I think that 10 pin might still be wiggling.
Johnny Blais in the eighth box. Left to get a mark to set himself up. Coming
You
home.
know he's going to give it a chance.
Oh boy. All right. He leaves the 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. No wood.
Got to be a shot maker in this game. See if he can cut one into one.
The inside or outside, depending on your fancy, or you can just. Oh, wow.
I almost cursed.
I thought
How
he had
does
him off.
I held it, though. I held it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I did promise that on Facebook that I was going to curse on television if I didn't make the show. Spoiler alert, I didn't make the show. But I'm not going to curse, okay? That's his job.
Yep, hey, easy.
Of all the guys that didn't curse on TV, it isn't me. Imagine that. So now Bobby Whitcomb.
Hey, they left it in.
That's not on me.
That's right. Bobby Witt with a hammer.
Wait a minute.
How's that still there? That thing looked like it was down 12 times.
That 8-pin moved off its spot.
I thought it was gone. Or going to go. All right, then. Well, he leaves just the 8-pin.
Yeah, he leaves just the 8-pin with a terrible piece of wood, just for good measure. That's what you get for moving it off the spot.
Are they going to play the cap? Oh, yes!
Wow. Did he call bank on that?
Yes, he did.
The bank is open for Bobby Witt.
He's going to make a deposit right here.
That's Bob's 4th mark of the match.
Very good, Jay.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let's see if he can throw that Roth IRA ball.
Oh, there it is. Put 6 more in the bank.
It's like the opposite of tax season, too.
Can he run down the 4 horsemen left side?
Yep. Oh, he just missed it to the left.
Well, can he stay perfect through 8 frames with another $10?
Well, it would be important because he's up 20 as it lies right now, so 21 is really going to force Johnny into something.
Yep.
That's a really big pin. 21.
Pro job right there. As Richie just said, 21 through completed frames. It's definitely 2 mark territory, maybe even double territory, especially the way Bobby Whitcomb's been bowling.
It's 2 marks, and that's assuming that Bobby doesn't leave anything on the plate. If not, he's going to need a double. Got to go now, and that's a way to start.
Well, that's not horrible.
Well, this is a weird one. It's the 9-10. There's 2 pieces of wood from touching the 9. You almost want to split them, but you almost have to be inch perfect.
Yeah, I think he goes low enough.
Got it.
There he goes.
Nice shot. That's a good shot. That was never a gimme there. Keeps him in the match.
102 through 9 for Johnny Blais.
So wants at least a good fill here, 8, 9, or 10.
How about it?
Can he get 10? Can he get 10? Well, he's got 8. He can make this.
With 18. You make that, you throw a fill. You're forcing Bobby to
to at least make his pins.
Sure.
Oh, not able to make.
Deming. The first one should be an 8. 8-0.
And a 10. So total score of 120 for Johnny Blais.
120. So Bob's going to have to trip over himself a couple of times here. But, 120 a game effort.
8 there. Whitcomb with the 6.
Whitcomb leaving me 1, 2, 6, 10.
8-0-2.
And Bobby just takes out the 2-pin. But that is enough to make it official. Now technically it's 120 to 120, so he needs one more pin to make it official. And there it is. So Bobby will definitely be moving on. Just a matter of what the final score is going to be. And Bobby Witt into the pocket drops. 9 leaves just the 7-pin all by. It's a little lonesome. Makes this, he's staring at a 140 string.
And the winner of this match is going to get Chris Parkinson, the 16 seed.
And he makes it. Bobby Witt, not giving an inch. Wants to stay smooth, stay focused. Smart bowling.
Very important that you don't take that 10th box off when you have it in the bag, DC.
Absolutely.
You get into bad habits that way. You want to finish on a strong note. That'll be a strong enough note. They'll take a 16.
Absolutely, he's happy.
Yeah,
I would be too. 138 for Bobby Whitcomb to a 120 for Johnny Blais. Very, very nice bowling out of these two bowlers.
120 doesn't lose very many matches.
not at all.
But that's going to be the nature of the game. We've got a really loaded board this series. And, yeah, that's about all I got.
So Bobby Whitcomb will advance to take on Chris Parkinson. Excellent. We will be back to talk to our bowlers in a moment, or 5 or 2. We're back here with our bowlers after a great match. John, 120 normally will advance you, but just not in your match.
Yeah, not in this match. It was good bowling all around. I think I missed a couple spares that I could have pretty easily had, but when your opponent's hitting all their object pins and they're pinning out of spread eagles, you have to be right there with them. So
yeah, and it seemed like you had a couple of balls that they were on where you wanted them to be, but they just didn't knock the pins down you thought they would.
Yeah, like in that 9th box, I had threw it right where I wanted in the 1-3 and left the 9-10 with a piece of wood. Favorable, I'll take the spare leave, but it's like, man, 9 drop or could have been a strike. A strike gives me a legitimate shot to come back, but yeah, I can't complain with getting good breaks though.
Well, here you go for qualifying for TV. As always, awesome to have you, John. Bob, well done.
Well, great match. Johnny put the pressure on, and I had to keep throwing because I know John's capable of bowling big numbers, so I just had to keep throwing.
It looked like you felt real comfortable.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been on TV, so after the first couple of boxes, kind of it was always nice when you start with 3 marks to get you nice and loose and comfortable, and I just took it from there.
Absolutely. Well, you're going to advance to take on Chris Parkinson in our quarterfinals, so we'll be looking forward to that match.
Awesome, looking forward to it.
So, guys, thank you very much. That's going to wrap up this show of New England Candlepins. We want to thank everybody here at Ryan's Family Amusement and everybody at Franklin TV. We want to thank you for watching. I'm Jay Horrigan. I'll see you next time.
This program was made possible by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.